If you want to be a pastor, we should do some entrapment shit.
Yeah.
Like we send you to a house, and then we send a bunch of kids in there.
Webcams in the house too.
A bunch of naked kids too. We're like, we're like, oh my god, these kids, they ran out of clothing.
What are you gonna do, pastor?
No, balls in your court and you can leave.
So there's a pastor, and he's living in North Carolina with his wife. He married her when she was a teenager, and he was like twice her age.
Okay.
I'll give you way more facts.
How much of a teenager?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just says teenager. Maybe he's like 17.
18.
Or let's just say it's 17.
She's a teen.
18's
So,
a teenager.
For teenager.
19.
By the time she turns 30, she took her own life at a local park with a gunshot to the head, and authorities have deemed it as a suicide.
That sounds like murderous to me.
But now FBI is opening an investigation because they don't quite believe that. Let me tell you 4 components that make this maybe not a suicide, and you tell me if you agree. Okay, number 1. Her sister claims that she was being abused in the marriage, and that she actually told her these exact words: "If I end up dead with a gunshot to the head, it was not me.
Ooh, that's pretty compelling.
It was him." That's her
Pretty compelling.
That was bringing us up.
I don't know about that, because some people that have so much hate for their spouse will plant that.
Ever since I saw Gone Girl.
Because they're like, one day I'm going to blast myself, and the world's going to think that it was you.
Okay, okay. So maybe that's not
good
the
setup.
So it's not all the way there yet. All right, number 2. Her husband claims that she had bipolar, schizophrenia, and dependent personality disorder, and that she was frequently off of her meds and had repeatedly been hospitalized for it, but there's no hospital records that they could find to prove that exactly.
Okay.
She's a self-diagnosed person. That's very common now with TikTok.
Oh,
She got diagnosed on Instagram.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Exactly.
Your personality test.
She looked at a TikTok video on ADHD and bipolarism, and then she goes, "That's me."
If you go, dude, you go to Reddit. Some people are like, hey, so I'm self-diagnosed by POD, FTFQA.
God damn. Anything to stand out these days.
Autism, ADHD, retard. No, sorry.
And then they just go, fuck! Oh, and I got those too.
Yeah.
So number 3, the pastor had once slashed her tires and damaged her car, allegedly over jealousy claims that she was putting her family before him. So this really did happen.
Whoa, that's crazy.
How dare you put your kids before me?
Slash
why-
your tires.
Of my own biological kids.
Probably gonna have to pay
And
for that.
and he's a pastor, dude. That's
I'm gonna slash my own tires now.
He's a pasta.
It's a pasta.
He's a pasta.
And then here's the 4th thing. The suicide happened just days after she had served him divorce papers.
Oh, what? There's way too many coincidences.
Okay. So she's like, I need to have a better future. I'll divorce you. I'm gonna end it all.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Right.
That's the dagger.
It doesn't make sense to go through the trouble and time of a divorce to just end it all once the papers get served.
So how do you
Such an odd place to murder someone out of.
So what's like the definite proof and evidence that they would have to find to make this guy guilty because they already deemed it as suicide?
I think what they're gonna do is just sit across from him in an interrogation room and just keep saying, you know you done fucked up, huh?
We got everything.
Palms get
We
sweaty.
got it all.
Is this the? I think I kind of seen this, but it was an Asian lady, right?
She looks Asian.
Oh, she's not Asian.
I don't know if she is, but she looks Asian.
She looks hella Asian.
She looks Asian.
What Netflix shows that?
I saw.
She looks hot, but actually.
I saw it come out, and then recently someone posted like how she was admitting very suicidal thoughts.
He did it.
Yeah, that's the one.
He does look Asian.
He definitely did it.
He looks like a fucking pastor.
He looks like an ass.
Whenever guys' faces are like right here in the center.
Not good news.
Oh, dude, it's
right
good
here
news.
in the center.
You got nice hair like that and you're wearing pink, you're definitely the guy who did it.
Yeah, the pink, I don't like it.
Pink?
It's too bright.
I don't like it.
Screams insecurity.
If it's light pink, like hey,
Hoppa,
some reds
huh?
got in with the whites.
Yeah, she looks mixed. Japanese white.
Because on the other picture she looked Filipino, and right here she looks kind of like
She looks
Better.
like she looks like
I was gonna say
Smallville chick. What's her name?
Oh yeah.
Kristen Crook.
She looks totally like
Oh,
her.
come on, man! Don't bring
Wait,
her up.
am I right?
No, because if you bring her up now, I want to talk about Kristen Crook the whole time.
We can talk about Kristen Crook. We can talk about Kristen.
My first love.
My first love.
There was a recent thing that came out with her talking about just doing it, or like she was calling the cops or something and say she was gonna do it, or like yeah.
And she also did buy a gun the same day of her death.
Okay, yeah. So what
She bought it.
She could have been doing it for self-defense because she's afraid of the cat because she gave him divorce papers.
Maybe
Was
she
it
pulled on
that
him.
gun? Was it that gun that?
They don't know yet. I don't think they know.
Didn't they just find out with like the bullet?
Or what if it
No.
was just an elaborate
process and all
setup?
that.
What if she is a crazy bitch and she goes, "Fuck you, I hate you so much. I'm gonna make sure that the world knows that you killed me."
Dude, but her marrying this guy when she was a teen is a little.
That is a fucking weird.
That's a red flag.
That is super weird.
He looks like he likes teens.
He looks like a groomer.
Yeah, and I can say that because he literally married a teenager.
That was in the article. We didn't come up with that, okay?
Like a lot of these incidences where like guys like violent toward women, beat them up or whatever, they always look like the most fragile dudes. It's always the most like weirdest looking guy.
It's like some Ned Flanders guys.
There's
Dirty
been a
little
lot
man.
of pastor incidents, huh? What's up with these pastors?
It's a crazy new thing.
What's up with that, Jesus? What are they telling you?
Yo, Jesus!
Ask Jesus.
You need to hire better managers.
Jesus, what's going
Come
on,
on,
man?
Jesus.
Your regional manager's
Yeah,
fucked up.
your managers are not. Yo, man, they're getting the job by being ass kissers.
Oh, the thing you're thinking of, it might be that it says that a journal was found that documented his abuse to her. So she was apparently being, I guess according to that evidence, she was being abused within the marriage. But the pastor himself claims that she had mental, like, it even says that he got up in front of the congregation after she had died and told everyone, like, you know, sadly she took her own life. We all know that she's had massive mental
Yeah, he would say that
Smart,
though.
framing, smart.
Yeah, get the narrative out.
Framing.
So that video that came out, he also said like to end all rumors. This is the first time we're gonna talk about, and the last time.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he was just basically no question.
Yeah, dude.
Please respect my family during this.
That's some shit to hide.
It was weird.
That is.
Because that's a PR nightmare for him.
Where
right?
was this at, Ryan?
This is in North Carolina.
Of course. Nothing going on there.
Nothing going on there.
What if it's in New York
It
City?
drives you to be abusive.
It's different.
Okay. Okay.
So it's still the same
Can't get
result.
you. Can't get you.
Man,
You're too good.
I mean, if you want to go by stats, what do you guys think happens more? That a husband actually kills his wife, or that a wife commits suicide and the husband is?
Husband kills wife.
The first one.
First one.
It feels like it, right?
What are the stats actually though?
Let's see.
It doesn't help that he's a pastor, first of all.
I think the biggest stat here is violent pastors.
Yes.
I think that's probably the most common.
You ever had to wear something because you have to match your chick? This guy's sitting there in a fucking bright, hot pink Barbie shirt. Next to her wearing this fucking because it matches, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill this fucking bitch." You know what I mean? If that's just one snapshot, literally a snapshot, a window into their marriage. This guy couldn't take it anymore. That's what I think.
Well, there's actually audio of him, a separate audio, him keeps saying that he hates the kids. Like, the kid is getting in our way. Yeah, there's a video.
Oh, right.
There is a video of him saying it.
I saw a part of that too.
Saying, I don't like these kids and these kids.
He
don't live
hates
my life."
kids, but he married one.
Jeez, that's kind of.
Whoa.
Holy shit,
Whoa.
kid.
Fucking can.
Dude, you're on fire.
I hate to follow that guy at the freaking
Yeah.
comic store.
Shit, dude.
Fuck these kids. But you literally fucked one.
Hands a one-liner guy.
It doesn't. I can't find the stat on that comparison-wise, but it does say that women who commit suicide more of the time they're married than they are single.
Oh.
So married women are committing more suicide than guys killing their wives.
No, married women.
That was the original question.
Is there a comparison graph we can
Can't
find?
find the stat
Absolutely not.
on that. It just says.
Oh, because I thought you had that information. That's why you posed that question.
No, I was just
he's just
asking
pulling it out of
what
his
you
ass,
guys
being
thought.
like,
What do you guys think? I bet it's domestic.
Well,
More
what you
domestic.
hear more is definitely that.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is true.
Yeah, that's a fact, dude. I think the stats back that up.
Yeah, dude.
Because the spouse is always the first suspect. Every
Correct.
murder, every time a woman dies from anything,
Yeah.
she died of lung cancer. They're gonna ask the husband.
That's when you insert a good old hacky joke and be like, "Have you ever been married? Have you ever want to kill your fucking wife, dude?"
I would actually argue that
But seriously though,
that husbands killing their wives and husbands killing themselves is probably a higher rate than wives killing themselves.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You are right, actually. Men commit suicide far more often than women.
way better at it.
I also think, and this is totally conjecture, I'm probably wrong, but women are more likely to drown their kids and kill themselves. Just because I saw like 3 stories about that.
Yeah.
Popular, Jody.
On the freeway, yeah.
No, remember the one where the chick like slow rolled it into a lake?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island's another one. Another good example.
Well, there's the one where the girl threw her kids, her toddler out the freeway, and her 9-year-old out the freeway, stabbed the husband, and drove into a tree.
Oh my god.
This is all in this.
What a tree had to do with any of this?
Fucking tree was just there.
It was Arbor Day. It was Arbor Day. She hates it.
Hit like a fence or a guard. Should be a holiday. The fucking tree's just chilling. What a nice fucking bitch.
I'm a tree.
Fucking birds chirping. Good morning. Bah, you fucking shit. Why?
Playing the role of the tree, Horatio Sands. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
It's a pretty sad story, man.
And there is like longer videos, so if you guys want to check them out, there's a lot of long documentary style videos on this that really go in depth. Obviously, we don't have time for all that, but
Or just watch Shogun. It's probably a better thing.
or just
to
watch Ninja Turtles 2. It's probably really cool, you know.
Yeah, oh my god.
Full House,
Police activity.
season 1.
But I mean, even just based on
Watch Copland.
on these
Paul's
small
best movie.
amount of facts alone, it's already pretty.
Who do you think? Who do you think?
I don't know, man.
I think he did it, man.
I think he did it.
You know what's sad? I don't know what kind of bias I'm living with in my brain. I never believe pastors are innocent.
Yeah.
Me too.
I have a hard time with that.
You know why?
And I know that sucks, but
That's
I have a
my
hard
thing.
time with
Who
that.
wants to be a pastor?
We know people that became pastors, and we know like I have family members who are pastors, right? And if their followers fucking knew what a loser they were,
Love that.
I'm like, if you fucking knew.
Do you think most pastors become pastors because they would just want to like use that as like a way to like, oh yeah, I'm better now. Blah,
It's a
blah,
pretty
blah.
good leveraging tool. Dude.
Because
Great
they're
if you want to talk to kids. Alone.
And it's great when you want to have a whole group of people that are like, "Oh, I love you, Pastor. You're the best." You know?
Yeah, they want that.
status.
By the way, do I think that we should live in a world where we overly scrutinize pastors? Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're in such a powerful position.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta.
Anybody that has power should be scrutinized, especially if you're like supposed to be a pillar of morality.
100%.
Yeah.
Pastors should have fucking body cams.
Yeah.
Body cams.
That's what I think. Yep. Body cams, dude. As soon as they wake up, I want the body cam
Pastors, priests.
on. I want
Not
it
even
on.
body cams, it's straight GoPro 4.
I want it on. Yeah.
At least 4.
No, seriously.
No, it is one of those things that, like, you know, when you look at a pastor's life, and especially this situation where it was so bad up to this suicide, it's a little bit weird to me that a pastor had a marriage this fucking broken and managed to like hide every bit of that up until this point, and now it's like he's exonerated.
Yeah, that's the more
funny.
weird story.
I don't believe that. You know,
I think to be a pastor, you need to go out of country and study for at least 10 years.
Minimum. It has to be harder.
You can't just become a pastor because I said my life changed because I was in jail.
Yeah, you gotta be
that's
a monk.
most people.
You
That's
gotta be a
most.
monk for like 10 years or something.
it's fucked up.
No, seriously, like you cannot just be a pastor. No, not anymore.
Don't you have to go to seminary?
Huh?
You have to go to seminary.
Not all pastors.
If you want to be
Really?
a pastor, we should do some entrapment shit.
Yeah.
Like we send you to a house, and then we send a bunch of kids in there.
Webcams in the
a bunch
house,
of-
too.
A bunch of naked kids too. We're like, yeah, we're like, oh my god, these kids, they ran out of clothing.
What are you gonna do, pastor?
Balls in your court. And you just leave.
That only works for priests.
I
Pastors have a different kryptonite.
What's that?
It's embezzling and beating their wives.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Embezzling, beating their wives, and yeah.
Oh yeah, because pastors can have sex, right?
I lost track of the DCU on that.